The narrative you are being sold about the Florida housing market is a carefully crafted illusion designed to protect asset values. While Governor DeSantis and his team focus on tax breaks and insurance reform headlines, the two economic powerhouses of Central Florida, Orlando and Tampa, are being strangled by a convergence of high costs and buyer revolt, a silent implosion of the middle-class dream. The real reason Florida's market is freezing has nothing to do with what you hear on the news. The crisis is structural, rooted in affordability, and compounded by a silent migration shift. While Miami is seeing a net outflux of domestic residents, the Central Florida metros of Orlando and Tampa were once the biggest winners in net domestic migration across the state. Tampa saw domestic in-migration of 161,000, significantly higher than its international migration over the period of 2020 to 2024. Orlando also benefited from this influx, drawing thousands of new arrivals from elsewhere in Florida, particularly the Miami area, seeking relief from higher costs and climate risks. But the floodgates are closing. That massive influx, which saw Orlando's largest domestic migration surge from 2021 to 2022, has slowed dramatically. This slowdown, combined with crippling overhead costs, has created a market that is not crashing in price, but is freezing in transactions. The hidden cost catastrophe, insurance and HOA fees. The first pillar of the collapse is the hidden cost of ownership, most painfully visible in Tampa and Orlando. While the national average for monthly HOA dues increased by a median of 6%, Central Florida is witnessing an explosive surge. In Tampa, the median monthly HOA fee jumped 17.2% year over year as of July 2024, reaching a median of $614 per month. This was the steepest increase among the 43 U.S. metro areas analyzed. Orlando followed closely, with fees rising 16.7%, reaching a median of $467 per month. This insane escalation is the direct result of skyrocketing insurance costs and the new safety requirements following the Surfside condo collapse. Insurance premiums have soared, forcing associations to pass these costs onto condo owners through higher dues and massive special assessments. The impact on condo prices is brutal. Condos are really taking a hit, and prices are hurting. In the Tampa area, condo sales were down year over year by 18% in March 2024, and Tampa saw a 4.9% drop in condo sale prices as of July 2024. These additional soaring fees have adversely affected the value of many units. For retirees and those on a fixed income, these impossible payments are forcing them to sell and relocate. Market stagnation, days on market balloon. The sticker price no longer reflects the true cost of ownership, and buyers know it. This skepticism has fundamentally altered the real estate dynamics in both metros, flipping them from a seller's frenzy to a cautiously competitive yet stalled market. In Tampa, the median sale price actually dropped 8.7% year over year to $410,000 as of September 2025. The median home is now taking 57 days to sell, an increase of 21 days from the previous year. In Pinellas County, which is part of the broader Tampa Bay market, the average home price has dropped a staggering 12.25% year over year. This is evidence of genuine cooling, where sellers are finally conceding on price after a prolonged standoff. Orlando is showing a slightly different, yet equally alarming trend. The median sale price is still up 5.4% year over year to $405,750, but sales volume is down 5.6%, and the median days on market has ballooned by 28 days to 63 days. This suggests a growing gap between seller expectations and buyer willingness, an environment where transactions are simply grinding to a halt. The luxury market is no refuge. While luxury home prices nationally are outpacing non-luxury prices, Tampa saw one of the largest declines in luxury prices, falling 3.3%. Homes in Tampa are selling for an average of 3.8% below list price. The builder paradox, incentives and inventory. This is where the political and economic friction gets intense. The governor's focus on continued growth is challenged by the sheer volume of new inventory that must be absorbed. Orlando and Tampa were in the top 10 for single-family building permits nationwide from 2020 to 2024. Builders are now holding the bag. New construction sales are being boosted by the increasingly creative use of incentives to address affordability constraints. Builders are now offering powerful incentives to move existing inventory, effectively offering silent price cuts without slashing the public-facing median home price that politicians and the media cite. In Central Florida, builders like Lennar are offering incentives such as a promotional FHA fixed rate of 4.990% or up to $25,000 in flex credit toward closing costs or a price reduction. These incentives, particularly mortgage rate buy-downs, are designed to save buyers hundreds on monthly payments, often through the builder's financing team. Builders are aiming to sell their existing inventory before slowing production, meaning the current abundance of move-in-ready homes and customizable lots is a peak opportunity for buyers. The political tightrope walk for DeSantis is this: he needs the appearance of a stable market to validate his growth model, but this stability is only maintained by builders using incentives to offload inventory quietly. This is not organic market health. It is an engineered attempt to prevent a price collapse that would signal a failure of his growth policies. The trust collapse. The core problem, as one source suggested, is a trust collapse in the entire Florida system. Buyers are thinking, why purchase a $400,000 home in a state where a rising monthly HOA fee could suddenly demand a $1,000 payment, where a one-time special assessment could cost tens of thousands, and where the total cost of ownership is 3 times the national average, all while median days on market soar above 60 days. Central Florida's implosion is forcing the governor and the legislature to spend capital on Band-Aid solutions, tax breaks, grant programs, and regulation to fix a problem that began with over-speculation and deferred maintenance. The current market is a standoff, a buyer strike against the hidden costs of Florida living. The opportunity will emerge when the buyers who have the ultimate leverage see the signals that the hidden costs have been permanently neutralized. All right, that's our deep dive into the Florida housing market. Thanks for sticking with me. If you found this video useful, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about this? Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.